Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 100. And please subscribe. Today's lesson is my part is essential to God's plan for salvation. Now, just a couple days ago, we had that we would accept our part in God's plan for salvation. And today we're really being told, what is that part? What is that part that we need to perform that is our job? You know, your job, should you choose to accept it, is to be happy. That's all that we're being asked. The lesson tells us God's will for you is perfect happiness. Perfect happiness, which is not exactly what's going on back there. And the reason our job is to be perfectly happy and to be filled with joy is because we are God's messenger. That is a word that is mentioned 3 times, I believe, in this lesson. And there's another lesson, which is one of my faves, coming up in about 50 days or so. That we are indeed God's messengers. So what is the message that we are to bring to everyone? And that is happiness and joy. And one of the reasons for having this as our function of the joy and happiness, so that others can see our happiness and want that as well. You know, it's like in the movie When Harry Met Sally, and Sally is in this sheer joy of, well, it's actually pretending to have an orgasm, but the orgasmic joy that she is experiencing leads someone to say, I'll have what she's having. And that's the exact same idea for us to be this filled with joy, being happy and spreading that joy and letting others know how joyful they too can be, that this is not only for some of us. It is not reserved just for the few, but this is for everyone. It's not just for the many, it's for everyone. So the lesson tells us we will not let ourselves be sad today. There's no reason for us to be sad, and joy is our function here. This is why we are here. And it tells us if you are sad, your part is unfulfilled in God's plan, and all the world is thus deprived of joy along with you. That's moving furniture. Your joy is essential to the joy of the world. Joy of the world, all the boys and girls. This is the 3rd day that there's a reference to heaven and earth, the reflection of heaven and earth. It says, just as your light increases every light that shines in heaven, so your joy on earth calls all minds to let their sorrows go and take their place beside you in God's plan. We want to bring the entire sonship into this joy-filled moment, into this joy-filled world, so that it is indeed the reflection of heaven as it is meant to be. We're still doing the first 5 minutes of each hour. And with this 5 minutes, we're to go deep down to the space where we are able to connect with the Christ in us and with, of course, our elder brother. And he will be there and he will show us the joy. He waits for us. And in doing that, we actually will be able to look upon him and see the joy that he is sharing with us. He will be there, and we are essential to the plan. Another part that this lesson mentions, and it's really worth stating, is that in this world, we believe that to be happy, sacrifice of some sort is required. But there is no sacrifice in this. There's nothing we have to give up. There's nothing that we are told we cannot do. All we are asked to do is to find the joy that is deep within us and bring it up, bring it out, let it shine, and let everyone feel that light within us, that they may know their light as well. Again, every hour, remember this lesson. My part is essential to God's plan for salvation. And remember the joy. Feel the joy that is within you. And be happy as God wills us to be. Perfect happiness today. And that's it for this moment. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Please pray, please comment, and please be here for 101, which is also about happiness. Namaste.